Hey, good morning out there. Um, hey, this is Rick with Hit and Run Candlesticks. I know we've had a little trouble with our real stream, streaming live. I'm testing to see if we have it fixed. Um, I'll kind of hang on, see if anybody logs in. I appreciate everyone's patience with this. The market's going to open in about 2 minutes. Um, we'll see here. Right now, I'm looking at the real possibility of the SPY coming down to the 50 period moving average. I'm sure glad we closed some positions out yesterday. Did quite well. Um, really nice to take those profits. Okay. For those of you that follow my TC 2000 T2123 indicator. Um, you can see that we're in a bearish mode here, moving down with price below the T line below what we call the trend indicator, which is the red dots. Bullish, we want them green. And that yellow line is a 34 EMA. We're below that. So all day yesterday, well, not all day, the majority of yesterday, it was flashing no long buys, no long buys, no long buys. And so that worked out really well. We bought, uh, we've had for a couple days some UVXY, and you can see it popping up here, doing quite well on that right now. So um, let me get the room turned on. Hey, good morning, everybody. How are you? Hey, if I could ask a favor, somebody here in the room, would you mind going to your YouTube or wherever you go? If you have Twitter or X, I would appreciate that. Log into the real stream for me, and let me check and see if it's working now. I've been on the phone with them since we quit here. I think we found the problem. I'm there. If you could, hey Ed, yeah, if you could log into real stream or anybody, you're not in real stream though. You're here in the room. Yeah, the room is good. It's the real stream, like the YouTube or X, something like that. Anyway, I've got it live right now. Are you logged in? I don't, because I can see people that are logged in. Huh. Oh, crap. If it did one thing, it's another. I don't see you there. Okay. Well, thanks, guys. I mean, if it has audio, it has audio. All right. Anyway, hey, looks like we're headed down, or at least for the morning anyway. Our UVXY is doing well here. Currently up 15%. The DOW short is up 25% now. Oh, there you go. I see you now there, Ed. Thank you. Excuse me. That's working out. So Amazon. Amazon. So yesterday, what happened here is there was I don't want to call it a challenge. Just somebody else in the room agreed, hey, let's just go after some Amazon and hold it. Yeah, hold over earnings. And we bought some Amazon long. Well, you can see that that's not working out so good today. But and since I'm live, I'm not going to say any names or anything. I'm live in somewhere else, so you know who I'm talking to here. Um, um, you're not going to sell yours. I'm not going to sell mine either. I'm going to hold my Amazon here, and we'll see what happens to it. But I'm just not going to dump it and take that loss. Yeah. So we'll talk about that more today, probably more Monday as well. Hey, the MU short is working, and I'm still looking for that to move down toward that 200 period moving average. I can't think of one thing in the market right now that I know of. Maybe somebody else knows of it. That might lift this market up. So just, follow the charts, follow the chart patterns. And I think I mentioned this, a tweet. Yeah, a tweet could change it. Yeah, I've said this before, which I didn't make this up. I heard this. Somebody said this on CNBC here a while back. We're one tweet away from 5 to 10% move up or down. I mean, it's the way the market is now, Boo, I scared you. Hey, Vernon, thank you very much. Sound is good. I think I found the problem, and the problem was me. So I think I fixed it. So Emma, you bought some SPY puts yesterday. Way to go. Up 58% now. You rock. You rock. Way to go. Super nice. Yeah, my DOW short is now sitting at 30%. I'm going to go to a monthly chart just to get the whole picture here. I have a line drawn at this low back in 2020. Wow. Anybody remember 2020? So I'm going to watch that line right there. But at 30%, I won't be bashful about taking my profits. That's for sure. I won't be bashful at all. Yeah. Ed says, yeah, it's always the nut. It's always the nut between the steering wheel and the seat that ends up being the root cause. It was me, causing the no sound over in the Restream. But hey, I will say those guys over there, outside of you can't talk to anybody, you have to type. Outside of that, very, very helpful. So very, very helpful. So anybody thinking about using Restream, I'd like to give them a little plug right now. So hey, Restream is where it's at. They do a good job. So what else do we have? Let's take a look at the diamonds. Diamonds are darn near at the 50 here, and that really could produce a bounce in this area. So watch that. IWM, we're down to the 50 and the 200. That could also produce some little bounce toward sometimes today. It could. Not saying it is, but it could. The transports, they suck pond water. That's all I can say about that. SMH, well, that kind of sucks pond water too. And if we get SMH and the transports working against us, that might not be so good. So I think we need to prepare ourselves for a little bit of a pullback. Okay. Keep an eye on T2123. This is I can say this without a shadow of a doubt. This has been a lifesaver. I know for a fact there's people in the trading room that feel the same way. Not everybody, but I know there are some. Those of you that don't use TC2000, I urge you just for this one thing right here. So if it's money, let me know. I've got a link that'll get you $25 off. So, but outside of that, there's my plug for TC2000. Please, let's not forget here. Let me put this up here. Let me find it. Hang with me. There we go. John, BYOB Day Trading. That is a division of Hit and Run Candlesticks, and they have an open house on Monday, August 4th, 2025. That's this coming Monday. Okay, so give John a try. Go take a look and see what he does. Reads the chart very, very well. And even if you're not a day trader, and he's definitely a day trader, scalper. Even if you have no interest in day trading or scalping, the way he reads the candles, the chart, you can easily move that into swing trading, or just maybe better entries for you, and maybe better exits for you on swing trading, or maybe even swing trading. whether it's overnight or 6 months. So anyway, Monday, August 4th, check out all our social media and your email if we have your email address. Okay, there we go. Hey, Hydro, how are you? Thanks for coming back. Sound is good. Thank you very much. You're looking at some fig long. Let's take a look there, huh? Fig. Whatever you want to do. I can't comment on that chart. You know, whatever you want to do. Yeah, I can't even begin to comment on that. Here, let's move it to a 10-minute chart. Long when there's a buy signal is what I would do. Here, let's take this down to a 2-minute chart. There you go. When you see a buy signal here, that might be a good time to buy it. Outside of that, it's out of my realm. Out of my realm. Let's see. Let's get out of here. SPY. So, and let me talk about that Hydro just for a moment here. And every trader has their own things they trade. I want to share something with you though, right here. I'm going to pull this over. This is kind of my my scanning board here, and you know there are, I don't know, I think you know all U.S. stocks based on TC 2000. There's about 7,000 stocks. I like to look at the high cap 1000 a lot. You know, a lot of times that fits a lot of my criteria. I have a favorites list. You've got the CBOE 400, which is just, you know, stocks in the stock market that are the CBOE, the top stocks that options are played on. The point I'm trying to make, there are so many doggone possible stocks to trade out there. Going after brand new stocks, I just don't get that. Okay. Now, if you'll do me a favor, I know you're here every day and I appreciate it. I really, really do. But if I could hear back from you, like you just made a buttload of money on stocks every now and then, you know, things like that fig, I would take more seriously. I'd be more interested in it. But you know, I just don't get it trading things like this when there are so much, there's just so much quality out there, so much quality, and not the hype. And I'm not saying this won't be quality. It's not quality after 2 days, that I guarantee you. And there's just so much hype and so much drama, so much, you know, I hope that makes sense and I hope you understand. Okay. So every now and then, let me know how your trading is going. Okay. That might be helpful. All right. 50 period moving average. Here we come. I want to go check my UVXY because I do want to collect those profits on that. So here we are, a very nice bottom here, nice gap up. We're holding above that 50% level there. And please take note, folks, you know, we talked about putting our lines there, and pre-market, we hung right there at the 50% level. Market opened up, it started to move above that. Now we're headed to the 61.8. If we can clear that and stabilize, and more times than not, this is what I would look for, is a little bit of a pullback and then up. So actually, let's move this to an hourly chart. There we go. We'll even move it to a 15-minute chart. So I want us to stay above that 50% level. We may see a pullback intraday here and then lift back up. That would be a good scenario right there. Of course, the other good scenario would be this. We just keep on climbing, right? For this particular position here. You're looking at Telray. Let's see here. Telray is still in a downtrend right now. Yeah, Telray's still in a downtrend. It's not giving us a buy signal yet, so I would have to see some, some bullish activity here. Yeah, bullish activity. Right now we don't. So one thing I look for is when I want those dots green. They don't have to be green necessarily on the daily chart. If I can see some promise, I'll look at an hourly chart. I try my best and rarely go to a 15-minute chart to make that happen. And if I ever go to the 10-minute chart, somebody just shoot me, please. But you can see here, even on a 10-minute chart, the trend is clearly still to the downside. So on a 10-minute chart, if we were to do that, we would have to move up and close above that dot. And if we did, it would turn that dot green. So now if we go back to the daily, it'd be about 58 cents right there. So we'd have to get back above this level on that 15-minute chart. Okay. UVXY, we're heading up higher. I better get my other account open up. Give me a moment here. Whoops, wrong one. Let's do this right. Where? There we go. MU still headed down. So I'm still opening up my larger accounts. If we take the lows to the highs of MU, the 50% retracement is just about 95 here. Currently, I'm up 11.2% on MU or $2,200. I had bought 10 contracts on that. I think I'm going to close out the last of my PLTR. I think I'm going to do that. They have earnings coming up. We're moving down here, so I think I'm going to close that out. And that'll be a little over 20% is what I'm at right now. So I'm going to get that out of there. There we go. Closing. We post that into the room. Closing PLTR. %20 profit. All right. Maybe, just maybe that'll help with the the Amazon. Look at Amazon coming back. Yeah, Amazon coming back here. Not yet. I'm not. No. Yeah, not closing any of this yet. I don't see any bullish life in the SPY yet. I don't see any bullish life in the Qs yet. T2123 is still dropping. Hey, William, how you doing? Okay, I think I have the real, what they call Restream. That's the name of it. I think I have that fixed. So I'm going to go ahead and close that down. Thanks, folks, for coming in and checking it out. You're more than welcome to come over into the trading room. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to close this out. Thanks again. Please watch your social media. I may fire this up again today just to prove that I can do it 2 times in a row. Get it right. Okay. So thanks again. All right.